Hello, you're listening to the 66th ever episode of Chismes and Menudo. He is
Ricardo, and she is
Adriana, and we are...
just waking up.
Yeah, I just did my podcast with Victoria, and Enrique took a nap for the whole time. Whose glasses are those?
I don't know. I think they might be Jessica's.
You are a sunglass stealer. Did you know that?
You are a sunglass stealer. And you're not for repeater, bitch. I'm trying to get my wardrobe to where I only wear like 2 outfits.
No, that's such a waste of clothes.
How?
Because you keep buying and buying.
Say one more time.
Wait, what did you say?
I said say one more time.
No, you say you want to wear clothes what? You want to buy new clothes all the time?
I just want to have the same, like, I want to have like 5 black t-shirts, 5 white t-shirts.
Oh, never mind. Then I thought that you were saying that you wanted to buy new clothes every single time.
No. I'm trying to get my wardrobe to where it's like I have the same jeans. I have like 5 pairs of pants, you know? Like a pair of dark jeans, a pair of light jeans, a pair of black jeans, black chinos, khaki chinos, you know?
Yeah.
I just have a rotating wardrobe, and then I only have like t-shirts that I wear. And then obviously like flannels and shit. Except winter is like the best time for me. I love winter.
Winter is upon us. Why? Because of your clothes?
Yeah, I prefer wearing like layers, you know?
Yeah. I feel you on that one. Okay, we need to get into a couple of things.
Go ahead.
All right, so I need to make a confession. Did you press record?
These are my confessions, man. I'm throwing. I think so. Yeah.
You want to check? If we get much longer into the episode and we realize we're not recording, you're gonna be pissed.
Yeah, but I'll be pissed at me, and I'm not that mad at myself.
You don't care. You'll forgive yourself.
I just woke up too.
I know, dude. Who told you to go to sleep? You should have gone and worked out. Like Jasenia did. You are repping Days Mechanical right now. He didn't pay for no advertisement.
Block it out.
Okay, thanks. More work for me.
This is a nice shirt, though.
It is a nice shirt. I like the shirt.
Yeah.
They got me some.
Yeah, they're cool.
Just keep that right there.
No,
Hold it.
Shout out Days Mechanical.
Shout out Days Mechanical. If you want some advertisement spots, hit us up. Okay. Yes.
I think I need to exfoliate my lips.
Yeah, you're crusty dusty. Even your girlfriend said something about that.
What'd she say?
She said your lips, and then she didn't finish her sentence because I think she thought that she was going to be rude.
She said they were swollen, jackass.
Oh. Well, they're also crusty.
God damn it, I wish you were a fucking boy. Or I wish mom and dad didn't raise me right. Either one.
Okay, so remember how I was telling you about this Sam Smith song last time?
Mm-hmm.
And how I was bumping it?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how
that's about like an inappropriate relationship between a man and a teenager, right?
Really?
Yeah, that's what it is.
No way.
Yeah. The one, like he's saying, whatchamacallit, he's saying that the husband is going to have an affair with an underage.
Fuck off.
Boy.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Okay, so I looked at the lyrics.
Just kidding. Sam Smith, you're cool.
No, he would never. Okay.
I don't know, man. I think that's kind of a big thing in like the gay community.
What?
Not like pedophilia, but I think like younger boys experimenting with older men.
Well, yeah, because it's like, I don't know much. Let me go learn some stuff.
And from an older man.
From an older man.
And the older man shouldn't be doing that.
Well, no.
Well, there was that guy, you remember Milo Hippopotamus Papalabadakis? You never heard of him?
No.
It's like Milo Papalampagis. He was like a Snuffleupagus or some shit like that. He had a weird last name. It was like very Greek. And he went on Rogan, and he was basically like a conservative gay man who was married to a black guy, and like he was just like super conservative, and he didn't believe in all the bullshit that like what you would expect a gay man to like believe in, right? And he was a Trump supporter, and he basically just said shit to make like everybody on the right like pissed off or whatever. But anyway, he went on Rogan and was like, my first sexual experience was a 3-way when I was 14 or some shit, and it was with adults. And he was like, no, I wasn't like. And Rogan was like, nah, dude, you were
this guy?
assaulted.
This guy?
I can't see. Does he have like blonde hair or dark brownish hair? Something like
It's
that.
like white.
White, yeah. It's like.
Sano.
It's like Milo Yiannopoulos or some shit like that.
Yeah, then I think it is. Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. What did he say?
Yeah, but on the episode he was. This is years ago, but he was basically saying that no, I wasn't the victim. Like I was the one that pursued the man, and he was basically saying like this is a common thing. Like younger boys who are trying to figure out their sexuality will go for older men so they can kind of learn. And it's like,
Yeah.
that ain't right.
No, it's not. I mean,
Yeah.
but also like
I don't know how true it is.
if it is true, like how else are they gonna learn? Like how else? I mean, you don't want to. It's already hard.
It's already hard. You may as well suck it.
It's already hard to try to like get with people and like that, you know, have them enjoy themselves and then you enjoy yourselves. But then it's also like growing up knowing that this is wrong, but then still wanting to do it because it's what you feel, but you don't know anything.
I think you might want to rephrase it.
How?
Oh, you mean wrong, like because of the age?
Because it's frowned upon.
Okay.
Being gay is frowned upon in society.
I think it's more of a like numbers thing, you know.
How?
Because as a straight guy in high school, there was girls around. They didn't want to fuck, but I had options to at least be like, hey. And then also like if you were a gay dude, you had to kind of figure out who was gay, you know.
Yeah.
Because you'd have to go up and be like, hey, how's it going? My name's blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, yeah, you're cute. Hey, I don't roll like that. Sorry, man. Or they'd be like, get the fuck away from me. You know, like it's a more, I don't know. Maybe it's different now. Maybe more people are comfortable coming out.
Yeah, because he's talking about himself as a 14-year-old, but he's an
like
adult.
way back in the day.
Yeah, he's an
but
adult.
But still, like, I don't know. I think that's still wrong, you know. I get it that probably in his time he wasn't able to express himself.
Yeah.
Or he wasn't able to come out.
Yeah.
But it was still wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
it was
for
wrong
sure.
on the adult's part. He should have been like, hey, like, get the fuck away from me, you're 14. Actually, there's an episode of Rami that's really weird. It's a show that I'm watching about the Egyptian dude. It was really weird. So he has this friend who's handicapped. Like he's in the chair and I don't know what he has, like cerebral palsy or some shit. I don't remember what it's called. But he has like heart problems and shit. So he can't get girls. He's been like that like his whole life. But they've been friends since they were young. So what Jim calls it. So ever since it was like in this one episode, he came over after a long time of not seeing his friend in the wheelchair. And he's like, hey, the guy in the wheelchair was like, I've been talking to this girl online that she wants to meet like today. He's like, dude, this is a serendipity. Like, we have to go. Like, I'll take you. So he takes them. And he's like, oh, she wanted me to get drinks. Like, can you stop at 7-Eleven? And he's Muslim, so he never drinks. So he's like, all right, whatever. I guess I'll figure it out. So he goes, he gets a couple of drinks, and then he goes to the house. They open the door. The girl's like 16. And they're older than like 28 or some shit like that.
And then?
So then the one in the wheelchair is like, this is fine. Like whatever. Like, I don't care. Like, a girl likes me. This is cool.
Oh,
but obviously she was just doing it to get drinks and shit.
Yeah.
And it was just such a weird episode. It just made you so uncomfortable because Rami ends up confronting him about it. He's like, dude, we got to get the fuck out of here. Like, these girls are definitely in high school. Like, what the fuck? And we're giving them liquor. Like, this is fucked up. Let's go. He's like, dude, you don't have like I don't have the same fucking options that you do. I can't go out to a fucking party in the city. I can't go on fucking dating apps and shit.
Oh my god.
Like this girl happens to fucking like me, and yeah, she's 16. Like, it sucks. Like, I know it's weird. And he's just kind of like, all right, whatever, dude, I guess.
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah, nothing ends up happening, but because I think the girl got like too drunk and she ended up throwing up, and they go to take her to the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was such a weird fucking episode. It was just like,
I don't want to watch it anymore. You told me to watch it, and I don't want to watch it.
You should watch it. It's good. But it's just a weird episode. It was just this handicapped dude trying to fuck a 16-year-old. It's weird.
Oh my god.
I need this.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. But it's crazy. There's this movie that we saw at, I think, our friend Aaron's house, where it was kind of the same thing. It was like these three guys that were handicapped, and the movie is about them going to a brothel that they heard about in Canada so that they can lose their virginities. Or have sex. Lose their virginities or have sex, one or the other.
Wow.
Yeah. It sounds raunchy. Kind of like that movie Sex Drive. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It sounds like raunchy, where they're just kind of trying, like, come on, dude, you gotta go fuck this girl. Like, but it's like sad. Yeah. Like sad.
You think that we think this way now because we're adults?
Yeah,
It's like-
yeah, for sure. There's so many things that I thought when I was younger that was just like, oh shit, that was really bad.
That's not okay.
Like, that's not.
I had my first kiss with a boy that was I think I was maybe 13 or 14. He was 17.
That's not good.
That's not good. And
That's not right.
this whole, like, growing up, I was like, I had my first kiss was
My first kiss was with an older boy. Like, that older boy was a loser.
Girl, what were you doing?
But that's one thing that I've never thought like was cool, Like, I knew a girl in middle school who was dating like a senior in high school, and we were like in 7th or 8th grade.
Ugh.
And I was like, oh, so your boyfriend's a loser? And we were cool, so I would tell her shit like that all the time.
Yeah.
And not like that, but like she would ask me, or she would tell me like, yeah, my boyfriend, he's older though, he's in high school, and I thought like, oh, we're in 8th grade, so he's probably like a freshman or whatever. It's not that big a deal.
Keep going, because I feel so uncomfortable. I'm supposed to change every single time that I, like, when we switch off podcasts, and I forgot, and so I remembered, and I put this black sweater on, but now it looks ridiculous with this thing underneath, so I'm gonna go take it off.
All
But
right.
I'm right here.
All right, what was the thing? Oh yeah, so like she told me that she had a boyfriend in high school, and I thought like, oh, okay, he's probably like a freshman or some shit. He's like a year older or whatever. And no, it turns out this motherfucker is like a senior, like 18, like has a car and a job and shit. I'm just like, oh, so you're dating a loser?
No, you're dating a pedophile.
Like a loser, right? And she's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, you're dating a loser. Like, dude, he's 18. Why is he fucking around with like a 14-year-old? Like, obviously, it's because other 18-year-olds don't want to fuck with him, Like, I remember when you and John got together, that's when I realized that like 2 years was really my limit of being okay with like age difference. At least when you're young, Because I was like, because you told me he was 18, I was like, that's weird. Oh wait, you're 16. Okay, I guess 2 years isn't that big of a difference.
Yeah, but it's like, even just, well, isn't there something called the Cinderella law? Because how do they stop kids? Like, how do they stop a senior
From dating a freshman?
From dating a freshman?
They don't.
Yeah, and because they know. I mean, the kids like to think that like teachers don't know shit about what's going on. Teachers gossip about kid drama. Did you know that?
Yeah. There's this, I watch these shorts on YouTube. Sometimes it's like teachers. I think it's like teachers off duty or some shit. You should watch it. I think you'd love it. They'll give like random story. Like,
I think I've seen a couple.
yeah, it's like a short white girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how she talks.
Yeah. Like, that is not okay. Yeah. She's cool because she'll give like random stories of teachers that like email her,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. I've only seen a couple. Okay, so what?
You should watch it. It's funny. But anyway, it's like teachers definitely know what's up,
Yeah.
Especially with like the kids that are like popular kids,
Yeah.
that everybody's in their business. So
Yeah.
obviously the fucking teachers are gonna be. I always thought it was funny whenever TV shows would mention that, like, Kelly C is dating Bryce Hall. What?
Dude, yeah, and like, I mean, so how do they not stop it?
What do you mean?
Well, if they know
I
what
don't
they're
even know.
saying, like if they know what's going on.
I don't know. Shit ain't right though, because like if you're a freshman, if you were like, say like me, I was 18 years old as a freshman, or not as a freshman, as a senior in high school, and like at the beginning, like we were in school for like 3 or 4 weeks, and then I turned 18.
Yeah.
So I'm.
But I wasn't.
Yeah. So the rest of the year, I am a legal adult in high school, and also like going to school with kids that are barely coming in who, like you, were 14 their entire senior year.
17 their entire senior year.
I mean, it's the freshman year.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you turned 14 right before you went into high school, right?
Yes, the
See,
summer. I'm in July, but you're in September. So
Yeah.
during September, we're already in the school year. And then July, obviously, we're not in the school year.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. So it's literally like 4-year difference relationships going on in there.
Even
man.
if it was like, for example, me and John's, even if it was just a 2-year thing, Mom could have called the cops and been like, yo.
Yeah. But I don't know. To me, I didn't see it. I don't know. I think 2 years is kind of where it's like, all right.
And it's it's a
teetering.
girl that's the younger girls supposedly mature fast. That's the science, right? Girls mature faster than boys.
I don't know. I think girls dumb as shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Nah, dude, it's just, I don't know. It's creepy as fuck. To me, it's just creepy as fuck. And it's my own fucking opinion. Everybody can have like their say and whatever. But whenever it's like a big gap, especially when it's like a young girl, once you're like, if it's
I think
30,
after 25. And I think within a 10 year. I think 25 and
I was just about to say
35.
that. Like a 30-year-old and a 40-year-old, it's fucking fair game, dude.
25, 35. I also still think at that point. Because, too, you got to think about, like, how fast people grow up and the bullshit that they deal with. You know? Some people are just think more maturely than others.
Yeah, but I feel like most of those people that think they think more mature aren't really that mature.
No. I think you're right. But I still do think that, like, outside life circumstances happen and it matures you in some ways.
Yeah. I hate that. I really want to get away from like my brain thinking that there's a double standard to that, because if an 18-year-old is dating a 30-year-old who's like fine as fuck, I'm like, hey, that's what's up.
And you automatically think it. It's not even something that's like.
Yeah, society fucked us up. Although I will say I have a friend who's a friend of a friend who dated a woman he was like our age, and he dated, married, had a kid with a woman who was like 2 years either older or younger than his mom. I don't think they were friends, but they just met, you know. And she had kids that were like around our age.
Whoa.
Yeah. Wild.
Yeah.
It was just a story I heard, so.
Wow. That's
but
crazy.
Like when he told me that, I was like, that's wild, dude. I get like hooking up, you know, there, here and there.
Yeah.
But like
because
to build your life.
That goes back to the thing that you were saying earlier about that Milo guy where like they learn.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't think he wasn't too young though. He was like 24.
That's the thing too. Like you have to. I think it's
it all has to do with context, but but it's always wrong when they're underage. And also 18 is like as I've gotten older, I realize how stupid 18-year-olds are.
Yeah, dude.
I realized that when I was like 20.
And how like unaware they are about life.
Yeah.
And how we were too.
Yeah. Shit's wild, dude.
And it makes me appreciate more like where we're at now in life.
Yeah. I remember when I was 19, I thought I was fucking stupid because and Lenny's done this too. Lenny said something that I remember I would say when I was younger.
What?
As soon as he found out that you can start working at a certain age, like I heard him say like, yeah, I'll get a job when I'm 16 and then I'll get my license, I'll get a car, and then I'll move out by the time I'm 18 or blah, blah, blah. And I was like, damn, I thought about that shit too.
Yeah.
Didn't get a car until I was 21, 22.
And
21?
You know what? Well, that's...
Well, my own car.
Yeah.
That I was actually like paying for, you know?
Yeah.
I was like 22 and then I didn't move out till I was 22, almost 23.
You know, I keep telling them that they have to go to college. But not because I want like an education for them, just for the experience. I tell them like, but I don't tell them that. I tell John all the time. I'm like, I'm willing to pay however much is needed to be paid for them to have the experience of college.
That's so much debt.
It's so much money, but it's gonna be ours. So who gives a fuck?
Yeah, but
it's not gonna be their. It's not gonna be their debt.
Yeah, but they're gonna feel bad about it.
That's what parents do. That's our job.
You can't do that to your kids too much.
What? I'm not gonna buy them cars. I'm not gonna fucking do none of that shit. But college is where I I would want them to have that experience because it's like it's just a bigger, you learn more, not even just education, you learn more about how to deal with people in college.
Honestly, yeah. That's probably the biggest thing about college.
That's really what you are going to be doing for your entire life, is dealing with a myriad of types of people.
Also, going into the service industry is good.
Yeah. I'd like that. You know how Logan works at restaurants? I think that's a really good starting off point.
Yeah. I think it's too late for me. I should have worked at restaurants.
Yeah, I should have worked at restaurants, honestly. I would have loved to have been a bartender. They make so much money.
Yeah.
And servers make a lot of money too. Yeah. I mean, depending on where you work, but
not even, man. Like, some of them make good fucking money.
Yeah, they do. But yeah, you learn so much. It's just, yeah, it's cool to have like an office job and to say that you have an office job and that you have a desk and then you have like, but
my desk
you get no experience from it. You don't learn how to interact with people from it.
You learn how to interact with people in an office setting, which is the fakest setting in the world.
Fakest setting in the world. It's not worth it.
Yeah, because you're just like, oh,
I have an office job now, but I've worked at so many jobs that like I know like how to deal with people from the other jobs that I had to work in an office setting.
Yeah, my job is like hybrid. So, like, I have a desk in a cubicle where I do certain shit, and I have to do shit at a computer. And then, like, there are days where I'll spend most of my day at my desk. Mm-hmm. And then there are days where I'm just in the back the whole time in the warehouse.
Yeah.
So, it's, like, weird. I kind of, like I was telling you earlier, I kind of just curated this job where I can just, there's things that I need to do, so I just do them.
Yeah.
And nobody fucks with me.
That's the best job I have. I like this job now because I work from home. I set up my desk.
Yeah.
I sit at my desk at home.
That's cool.
I bought I love TikTok. I was on TikTok and they were a lot of TikTokers were saying how they bought this specific office chair. This isn't the picture, but
it's that chair.
It's that chair, and it's a specific chair where it's not specifically for this, but it's so that you can, it's kind of like this, but it's wide.
So you can man spread?
So that you can crisscross applesauce. And I love crisscrossing and applesaucing.
I love crisscrossing applesaucing.
So, and I feel like I'm more productive that way. So I'm so happy that I got the chair. That's one thing. Remember, okay, so I was telling Ricky earlier that I can no longer, and he took it the wrong way, but I want to know. I think I took this the right way. I can't send my husband a picture of something that I want, like on a text, for example, and tell him that I want it because he'll buy it right then and there. Like,
oh, boo. Oh, woe is me. I need to send a picture to my husband if I want something.
No.
And he buys it. Oh. Oh, boo. Stop sending them shit.
I am. I'm going to have to. But then, you know what? I'm just going to send it to you and be like, I wish I could buy this.
Wait until you get your first paycheck.
Okay, so.
I stopped myself from buying one.
Okay, I sent him a picture of the pop of pops because he collects pops. You know, his collection is worth like $5,000 right now. So he buys his favorite pops, and he's been getting me into pops. And so he bought me all 3 pops of the Elle Woods of Legally Blonde because I love that movie. It's one of my favorites. And so he bought me all the 3 pops. The one where she's a bunny, the one where she's with Bruiser in the pink thing, and another one. I always forget the third one. Mm-hmm. But I'm very into the House of the Dragon. We do the whole big thing. Me and John, we get so giddy and excited. And they just came out with all of the pops for them. And I sent him the picture and I said, I want them all. And then the next thing, not even like 30 minutes later, 20 minutes later, he replies back and he goes, done. And he sends me the confirmation of the order.
Fuck you.
Why?
This conversation's over. Fuck you.
Why?
Because fuck you. So you remember a couple weeks ago? I think it was last week or a couple weeks ago. Hold on, I gotta get this out. Or I wrote it down, but I'm gonna forget what it is. So last night I watched The Social Network. You remember that movie about Mark Zuckerberg? I figured out that's where I got the math joke from.
What's math joke?
The one that I always tell to myself, like when they're Yeah, that's where I got it from. Because there's the one scene where the lawyers are like talking about money. Is like, so Ashley's like, so you invested $1,000, and then on top of that, you invested another $18,000, bringing the total to $19,000. He's like, that's correct. And Mark's like, wait, yeah, just wanted to make sure we're on the same page.
And they were like,
they're just like, you fucking asshole. The more I watch that movie, the more like I think this is the first time I watched it like as an adult. Because I remember I watched it when it came out. I was like, that's the coolest shit ever. Like, he was just a dick. Like, he was a dick for no fucking reason because he's fucking awesome and he's smarter than everybody. He's the smartest person in the room. And I watched that. I was like, I watched it yesterday. I was like, Mark Zuckerberg probably does not like the way he's portrayed in this.
yeah,
Have you seen it?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Can we go back to what I was saying, or did you really just want to avoid the whole thing altogether?
You're just going to sound like such an asshole.
Me?
Yes.
Okay, I really do want to know how I'm coming off. Cause like,
listen to this. Listen to this.
No. I didn't even finish explaining. You're not giving me a fair shake. Okay. I don't even want to no more.
Go shake.
Okay. Okay.
Didn't you say you wanted to take?
But then I wanted to what?
Oh, okay.
I
didn't realize you took off your undershirt.
Yeah, cause okay. So then, but then it's like, okay, we're trying to save money, right? And then we complain that we don't have he complains that we don't have money saved up. And then I was like, babe, you just bought me fucking 7 pops. Of course we don't have money saved up. I didn't even tell you to get it now. I know I sound like a jackass.
Nah, I get that now.
Do you?
Yeah. I get it, but also, like, if you already fucking know if you send him something like, this is cool, he's gonna buy it for you. Stop fucking sending him shit, you dumb bitch. Fuck.
Like that chair, the office chair. I sent it to him.
Have you ever seen that?
I love my baby. I love my husband so much. He spoils me and he loves me, and
I'm gonna send you shit to send him. That watch that I showed you?
Yeah. $400 watch. Okay.
500.
He's gonna be like, bitch, you're taking advantage now.
Fucking what was I gonna tell you? Okay, look at it like this. Imagine, have you ever met a person that complains about their job, but they're only complaining about the good shit?
Yeah.
Where they're kind of like, oh my God, I just got another raise in my job. Like, I'm really trying to leave, but like, they just keep paying me so much money.
Oh.
And I don't have to worry about overtime, like, at all. Like, if, like, they're just complaining. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you're doing.
I know.
Which is what I do. Because my job sucks, but like, they pay me good.
But like, yeah, I see what I understand that part, but then it's like the part where it's like, but babe, I didn't tell you to buy it. Why are you mad at me that we don't have no money? Okay, I see where I'm coming off as a jackass. I'm appreciative.
How many times does that happen?
Like 10 times.
Idiot. After the second one, I would have been like, oh, we're spending money we don't need to, you know?
Let me not tell him.
Let me just not send them anything because he's just going to immediately buy it.
But it's not like it happens like all the time. So sometimes I genuinely want to share with him that I like something, but not necessarily
then why don't
that
you
I'm
just be like, I like this. Don't buy it. We don't have the money for it.
I know.
That text message said, I want this.
No, I said I want them all.
Exactly.
Okay, I will confess that I have taken advantage of it sometimes.
100%.
Like with the chair.
What do you mean confess? There was no question.
Well,
why are you over here like standing over a fucking, like, I saw you stab that person and you're over here like, yes, I committed the murder. Like, yeah, we fucking know.
With the chair, I really did need that chair for my office because I didn't have an office chair, and I figured if we're gonna spend money on an office chair, then I might as well get a good one where I'm gonna be comfortable. So I did definitely take advantage of that part, but I knew also that we did have the money for it, so I wasn't like, you know. But yeah, I did take advantage with the pops.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I will say though, in John's defense, like, it does feel good buying shit for your lady.
Well, that's his thing is gifts and acts of service is how he shows love. So yeah, if I
for me, it's an appropriate touch.
At inappropriate times.
But I don't like it when they do it to me.
Bitch, fuck you.
What? I didn't touch you. No. The fuck?
I was trying to do something funny, and then you got into the fucking child molestation or inappropriate child stuff.
What are you talking about?
Well, because remember when I was describing the thing with Sam Smith, and I was telling you that
Oh
it was,
yeah, shit, yeah. Sorry. That was a joke. That was really a joke. Sam, I'm pretty sure that song's not about a 14-year-old boy.
it's not. Okay. When I had told you about the song, I thought it was about a man that was married to a woman, but was having an inappropriate relationship with men, and I will tell you why. I thought that one of the lyrics said, because the lyric is, he sat back
The
while
lyric
she
is?
dropped, she sat back while she dropping it. But I thought it was saying he sucks cock while she's dropping it.
That's in the chorus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't hear that at all.
What? He sat back?
No, I heard it the right way.
Yeah, I know. But I heard it the wrong way. I thought he was saying he sucked cock while she dropping it.
I still think it's still the same though.
What?
Because that line isn't what indicated. Like when you showed it to me the first time, I kind of didn't like the song, and then you showed it to me a second time, and I was like, "Oh, it's Sam Smith. Okay, cool." And then like I started listening to it, I was like, "Oh, this is a good song," but it still to me sounds like a story of like.
Well, no, because then the girl comes in and she goes, "My Balenciaga daddy." So
That's what I told you at first.
Yes,
but I
yes,
thought that
yes,
was
yes,
a
yes.
separate thing.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it was
yeah.
two people. Like she was just also there at the club. Like, can I jump on this?
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was. Okay, well,
But
see,
it's
I
a-
told you, bitch.
I know.
God damn it! Just because Sam Smith is gay.
But it's it's a song about a man that has a wife and kids, but goes to like a body,
The Body Shop.
the body shop.
Which also the Body Shop is kind of, I thought it was a gay bar named The Body Shop. Or like a gay club.
yeah.
Which is
and-
a cool ass fucking name for a gay club.
Yes, it is.
Like honestly.
Yeah.
Where are you
But
going
it's
to
like-
The Body Shop?
It's supposed to be like maybe it is actually a place somewhere that we don't know. But
Maybe.
I am interpreting it as like a stripper, whatever, strip club. But he goes to strip club and like, that's the song. Like he
Yeah.
goes to strip club while he has like all this stuff. So
Yeah.
that's what it's about. But I really thought that the lyric was saying, he's a cock while she dropping it. Yeah, she popping it.
But what is it again?
He sat back while she dropping it.
Yeah, so he's at a strip club.
Yeah. So that was that. I just can't believe I really thought he would make a lyric that says he sucks cock.
Really? Is he clean?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just saying, you told me the music video was funny. Or it was good.
I haven't seen the video.
I haven't either.
We need to watch it after this.
Live reaction.
Oh yeah?
Nah.
I could put the video. No. It's too much work.
Yeah, because we'll have to edit it out and then all that.
Yeah, so
The royal we.
I was telling I'm such a bitch. I'm so sorry. Victoria's been telling me like that she's been watching how she
Decades.
speaks. And ever since she told me that, like I've started also really trying to make sure that what I'm saying isn't offending anyone, and I hate the fact that I'm doing it because it's a lot of work.
Is it?
And so when I was telling John that I was like like I was like, oh, Ricky says we or whatever, but I'm the one that edits. It was a joke, obviously, right? I'm joking, but he was like, you're joking, but you sound mean when you say it. Like you do all the work and nobody else does anything.
I have the same thing. I do the same thing.
And then he told me, he goes, you know, if he didn't let you be in his spot, that you wouldn't have nowhere to do it.
I remind you of that.
Yeah. And then I was like,
Go do this shit in the fucking curve, ho.
And I was
There's
like,
a refrigerator
I know.
box on the side of the road you could be doing this shit from, bitch.
But he said it's so
hungry.
like upset with
Yeah.
me that I was like,
John
no,
is
I'm
also,
just
like-
kidding.
John is also like, do you know his catchphrase?
No, what?
I'm not trying to be fucked up. Like he says that a lot.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
And when he's trying to be fucked up.
When he thinks he's gonna say something fucked up.
Yeah.
But like he's told me that a bunch, and I'm just like, that's not fucked up. I'm
he's
just
very,
yeah, he's very conscious of like what he tells people.
yeah. He's such a good guy all around.
Yeah. You got yourself a good one.
But I told him, I was like, I'm just saying that as a joke. Like, obviously, I know that, like, if we weren't here, we probably wouldn't even have the podcast. Like, it's not even a thing.
Keep that shit in the back of your mind, bitch.
Shut up.
I could have gotten a smaller place.
You could have.
I did not need 2 floors.
You're right. But you wanted it.
Yeah. It works out just because, like, the whole bottom floor is, like, paneling or flooring, and upstairs is carpet, so we can just keep the girls down there.
Yeah.
And it doesn't fuck up our carpet, but we do bring them up here.
Yeah.
Jasenia started that. Like, I was perfectly fine leaving them downstairs, and then one day she's just like, "You want to bring them in here?" And then last night it rained like so bad.
Yeah, it was raining really bad.
It rained so bad it woke me up. I never wake up when it rains.
Me neither.
Never. And like, this is legitimately the first time since I've been.
It's like a calming.
Yeah. I don't even think that. I think I'm just dead. I think I'm just a dead sleeper. But like, I woke up like at 5 a.m. I was like, "Is that?" And then Jasenia goes, "Yep." Like it hasn't let her sleep. I was just over here just like.
I wanted to tell you. So okay, I sent you a song I sent you a song from Jesse Reyes' new album.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god, the one that I sent you, I loved it so much because it had like a childhood memory attached to it. Did you listen to it or no?
Yeah.
Towards the end of it, she samples.
No, it's the whole thing. It's like the main sample of it.
Really? I only hear the words towards the end of it.
No, but it's the rhythm. Like the whole song is the rhythm of the.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, the song "Cosas de la Vida."
Los caminos de la vida.
Los caminos de la vida, and when I heard her say that at the like towards the end, or the words, I was like, oh my gosh. So I listened to it again. Still didn't catch the rhythm, but I was like, oh my god, this is such a good like song, and it like hit an emotional chord or whatever the fuck that term is, because it's like, oh my god, like it's relatable, like we had the same childhood, you know what I mean, like, you know. Okay. Painful.
Sorry, I thought you were gonna keep talking, so I was writing down. I had a similar moment with this song that I've listened to for years by Daft Punk. And I want to show you, but you're not going to get it.
Okay.
Like, okay, it's Marauder by Giorgio. That's the name of the song, and it's by Daft Punk. But essentially, it's this musician or composer that at the beginning, he's talking about how he grew up in Germany, and he didn't think that he could become a musician, but he was like, fuck it, I'm just going to try. So he just started playing music, and this was like in the 60s and the 70s. So he tries to, so basically the song is just about how he tries to become a musician, and it's just him talking at the beginning. Because, you know, Daft Punk, they mostly do like electronic music or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So he's just talking in the beginning. He's like, I didn't think that there was any way to do it. So I just, after a while, like once I started picking up music, I was like, okay, maybe this is like a shining light. Like maybe this is like something that I could do. And then he was like, I played music and basically lived in my car in a club for like 4 years, just playing like 30, 40 minutes. And then doing that for so long pushed me to think like, oh, maybe this is something that can lead to something else, you know?
Yeah.
And then he was like, I wanted to make a song with the sound of the 60s, the sound of the 70s, and the sound of the future. But I didn't know where to start. And I knew, he's like, I knew about the synthesizer, so why don't I use a synthesizer? And he was like, I didn't know what I was looking for, but I knew that it needed like a click. So, and then like as the song is going, like there's instrumental music in the background, and just the whole structure of the song is just like just taking the idea of like, even though you don't know where to necessarily begin, the most important thing is to begin.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea of structure in a song or in any form of art, really, like I'm kind of just like expanding it, is not as important as trying to get the finished product, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So like, cause the song starts like, it's like a fusion of like electric music at the beginning where it's like just synthesized like dun, 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 like that's kind of the rhythm, and then it just starts building and building more, and then it turns into like this fusion jazz song with like like jazz pianos and jazz guitar, and then after that there's this other like it just ends up becoming like a what you call it, like an instrumental basically for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then once it starts swelling, it kind of comes down a little bit, and then he comes back in and he says, once I realized that there was no need for structure or nobody was telling me that I couldn't do this or that, it opened my eyes to the possibility of what music could be. I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what he says. And when he says that, it completely changes, and it's this full symphony of music that's just strings and horns, and it's just whoo, like it's just building.
I need to listen to this.
Yeah, it's a crazy song. I think I've shown it to you.
How long is it, like, completely?
Like almost 7 minutes, I think.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like a crazy song.
I've noticed that I need to have background information in order for me to find anything interesting.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah.
Because it's also like there are certain things like there's this band called Modern Baseball that I really love, and they broke up. But their last album ended up becoming like, I really love their second album. But their last album, I was kind of like, yeah, I'll listen to it, but it's not like my favorite. And then I watched something on how they made that album, and that was what led up to them breaking up. Yeah. And then I listened to it in a different context because you know the story now, you know?
Yeah.
So you just kind of get an understanding of where the artist was at the time of making this and what it led to in their life. So it opens up more for them, you know?
Yeah. You learn more.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anything.
And then it makes it so much sadder when they're not together anymore.
But it's like, in order for you.
It's like a connection.
Yes. I was exactly about to say that. I have to feel connected to anything that I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Like you're connected to that Jessie Reyes song because Los Caminos de la Vida, like we listened to it when we were kids.
Exactly.
And it was like a.
That was grandma's favorite song. So, mom, before grandma died, she wanted you and I to sing that song to grandma. For grandma. She told me.
Dang.
We'll sing it to her in heaven if we make it there.
Or we'll say it really loudly from hell.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me here? Can you hear me now?
Is this on?
No, she has a lot of good songs on there. The ones that I really like are Mood, which is the one that has the samples or is inspired from the Los Caminos de la Vida song. Forever with Black.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name? Black?
I think it's Black.
Black. And then Mutual Friend, that's a good one. And then
I think that's the one that I like.
Mutual Friend. Yeah. Tito's is such a good, like, I put that song on for me and the boys when I listen to it, and we're just like jamming like Tito's, da-na-na-na-na-na, off a Tito, like Tito's a liquor.
Yeah.
And it's just a good like vibe on.
Have you ever seen? It's like this TikToker, but I see his videos on Instagram. It's like it's a white dude, and this is so cool because it's like so original. It's basically like just him singing while teaching people how to cook, but he also has a puppet of a cheetah. Have you ever seen that?
No.
It is so fucking cool. And you're saying like, that's the dumbest shit. When I show you how he makes the music and what he cooks and how he interacts with the fucking puppet, you're going to be like, that's the dopest shit ever.
You got to show me.
Fucking cool. Give me your phone. Okay. It's so fucking cool because he starts off every video with like, hey, cheetah, what's up? And then the cheetah has like a different voice, but it's obviously fucking him making the voice. And then the music is like so cool.
Shit. Okay. While you're doing that, I need to tell you about what happened to me yesterday. So.
That's a dude. You can see it whenever you want. Okay. And then he does like other random stuff too. Like it's not just cooking.
It takes so much to put yourself out there, like.
But it's so cool.
It's so cool.
It's so cool.
So I think that's what makes it for me even more cool because I know like what you have to do to make yourself do this.
Yeah.
You know, that's cool. I'm gonna say it puts it in a fresh perspective when you know what goes into it.
Yeah. Okay. It's so fucking cool. Like it's just something like whenever I see something online that's like that cool, where it's like, oh, I haven't seen this, because you'll scroll through fucking like thousands of videos, and it'll be like people doing the same shit
Yeah.
or similar shit, and then you see something like that, and it's like, damn, that's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
And he might not be the first one that did it, but it's the first one that I fucking saw. So if you're over here like, Danny Tribbiani did this shit in 2004, shut the fuck up. I don't know who the fuck that is, bitch.
Send me the link.
I know who Hey Cheetah is.
Oh, okay. I need to tell you what happened yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
Okay, so I had a wedding to go to. You know the wedding that I had to go to.
Yeah, did you have fun?
Bitch, I didn't go.
Shock.
Fuck.
Shock.
Okay, so I go and I buy a dress, right? But I take 2 of my kids with me. And I guess because I'm with them and I'm like obviously preoccupied with making sure that they're not like going crazy. And then also with trying to figure out what dress I like. I tried on one dress and I liked it, but I didn't take the time to really like move around in it or like, really look at the dress. So I put it on. I liked how it looked. I liked how it felt. I tried on one other dress and I didn't like it. And so I was like, you know what, we're going to take it. And so, I'm going about my day. And then when it's finally time to start getting ready, I'm getting ready. And I was originally going to go to this wedding alone because John had a job. And he was in Oklahoma, but he worked it out to where he could come with me. And so I just had to like take all of his stuff to his mom's house, and we were both going to get ready at his mom's house. So I get to his mom's house and we change, and we're about to walk out of the door. And he looks at me and he goes, did you mean for your dress to be able to show your bra and stuff? And I was like, what are you talking about? And so I was standing in you know how his mom's house is?
Yeah, it's got the door with the window at the very top. Sorry.
I was standing in front of the entrance to go into the kitchen, and you know how the like light was shining this way. So I'm standing there and he looks back at me and the light is shining through the dress and it's see-through. And because we were already at his mom's house, I obviously didn't have anything else to change into, and it was already 7:00. And I was so upset that I was like, you know what? We can't go. Like, we can't. I was about to start crying. Because I was like, it's a big fuck up. Like, to go and...
It's kind of funny, though.
It's funny, but I really wanted to go to the wedding. It was like years already that we all had been talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like so upset that like I fucked up this bad. And also, too, Mom told me, don't take the kids because...
you don't fucking listen.
Well, because they wanted to go out, too. Like, how am I just, I had to take... Jackson, especially, he's such a social butterfly that he likes going to stores and being out. So I'm like, how am I going to tell him no? And I'm over here at the mall and they know Mom's at the mall and they didn't take... You know what I mean? I feel like shit. So it was like just such a fucked up... You know how you make a mistake and it's like one little tiny mistake?
Yeah.
Like if I would have just like sat there for like 2 more minutes and really looked at it. And I was like, I was so mad at myself. And now I have to go and apologize to the bride because we talked about it so much and I was like, fuck, bro. But by that time I was like, you know what? Like, there's literally nothing. By the time, because we were in Carrollton, we live in Mesquite. By the time we leave Carrollton, I go to Mesquite and find another dress. That would have been like 45 minutes right there, and then it's in Dallas, so you would have to drive another 45 minutes back because it's obviously Saturday night.
That's traffic.
Yeah,
that is traffic hour.
We would have gone to the wedding at 9.
Yep, everybody's already drunk.
Yeah, it was
How see-through?
You could see I was wearing a faja. You could see the faja that I was wearing.
Mm.
And I had a slip for it, but the dress was a tighter dress. Like, not like super tight, but it was tighter. So it obviously rises up. I mean, any dress that's a little tight will rise up. Mm-hmm. And so the faja... Fuck off. And so the faja would have shown through. Yeah. It would have just looked weird all around, which honestly, I know her, and I know she would have been like, you should have just came, however, and I should have, but like it would have been inappropriate.
Yeah, if you just showed up in jeans.
Yeah.
Like a Days Mechanical t-shirt.
Like, she would have been super nice and been like, you should have just shown up, however, but
Yeah. See,
and even if I had shown up in that dress, it would have been really inappropriate. I'm so glad John said something.
dude, honestly,
Yeah.
like imagine if he didn't. And there was like no other chance for the sun to hit you like in that way. That was God, baby.
Yeah.
That was God.
But I was so sad.
He shined you with light
And then
so that John could tear you down and be like, why your titties show?
And then and it was such a shitty week because in that last week also I fucked up with the audio from Audacious Babes.
Yeah, it's been a tough couple of days. But hey, look at the bright side. It's over. I recorded a really good episode today. I was listening to it while I was laying in bed.
Yeah.
That was a great episode. Yeah, coming back fucking hella strong. I still can't believe it. I don't believe I feel like there's 2 lies that Victoria's family is telling me.
Why?
I don't think either of them are Mexican except for Delia.
But she's a twin.
They're not. That's the second one.
You don't think they're twins?
Not even a little bit. Well, just because their fucking names both start with D.
They're twins.
I don't believe that at all. But it's also because I met them when we were younger.
Yeah.
And when you're younger, you think twins are like, oh, they're in the same age. They're the same age and they're in the same grade. They have the same birthday, you know? But they weren't in the same grade and they didn't look alike at all. And another thing, I thought all twins looked alike.
Yeah.
So they don't look anything alike.
They're not in the same grade.
They're not in the same grade.
Damn. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't believe them. They're not twins.
So they're not twins.
They're not
and
twins.
Victoria's not Mexican.
And none of them are Mexican except for Delia. And I think her older brother.
Michael, yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's all lies. I don't believe anything from that family.
Victoria really should when you were like Charles and she was like a Charles.
Charles Angels.
She is Mexican. She said that we were on the other podcast and she was saying that she had a family reunion and she went to the reunion or whatever and that she finally felt at home because all of her family over there in Mexico is white. So she's like, oh, I'm with my people now. So.
Well, look at the bright side. Like, you got one event out of the way, even though you didn't go. And you ended up having a nice night with John and the kids.
I really did. I was
listening while I was sitting over there, how you handled the situation. You weren't like, what the fuck? Like, God damn it. Why did I fuck up this bad? You were just like, accept it.
I did.
There's nothing you can do. You just took that moment. You were like, you examined every single possibility of what you could do and how you could exhaust yourself even more to the point where you probably wouldn't have even enjoyed the party.
Yeah.
And you said, I can't do anything about this. Let's go home. And John was like, cool, because he was tired.
Yeah.
He drove to Oklahoma and back in the day.
He really did try. And I think, again, because what like Victoria's been telling me, like, that she's been self-examining and like that has forced me to do it too.
Yeah.
Or to like that was the first time really that I was like just stopped myself dead in my tracks of like wanting to have a full-blown like tantrum.
Yeah.
And just been like, and I just, because John was at the store buying like some a dress shirt for it, and I was like, I called him, I was like, you know what, we're not gonna get in a fight, we're not gonna do this, we're gonna go home and we're gonna try again next week or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But I was like, so, and then
can I provide you with something that's probably gonna make you mad?
What?
You remember last week when we were at the bazaar?
Yeah.
And all the outfits that I pointed out that you should wear?
Yeah.
So what didn't happen if you just dress like a señora?
Ricky, you were trying to dress me up like a grandma.
A señora.
I'm not a
dignified
señora.
woman. You technically are because you're married. And according to Mom, as soon as I turn 30, I'm a don. I'm going to be Don Ricardo.
And nobody's going to call you Don.
Can I can I request
What?
every time I say Don Ricardo, you put like folklorico guitar?
Sure. Okay.
Doo-doo-doo.
Okay. Don Ricky.
No, Ricardo. God damn it.
Don Ricky. I'll call you Don Ricky.
I can't wait to get old, dude. I want me and Jasenia to get that kind of old where I dress like a old Mexican and she dresses like a señora.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I can't wait.
That's so weird.
I
Is
like
it because it's closer to death for you?
no, I like old love, man.
Yeah.
Like people that have been together for like 50, 60 years and shit. It's like, damn, that's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
With the same person.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah. Yeah. that should be cool as fuck if I can look, because we're already 6 years in.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So we just got, if we go another fucking 34 years, we'll be together 40 years.
Me and John are already 14 years in.
Yeah. Y'all are getting close to 20 years together.
Crazy.
Yep. Well, really, by the time you're 36.
Yeah.
Because you got together when you were 16.
Yeah. So we were, 26. We reached 10 years. And
36, you'll reach
that's crazy,
20
dude.
years. Yeah. So really, 36, 46 will be 30. 50, by the time you're 56, you've been with them 40 years.
That's insane.
That's crazy. You're with your high school sweetheart. That's wild. I never thought of that. No, like I didn't realize they were high school sweethearts. Technically.
Technically. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember there was a guy in high school who ended up going, he already knew, he was like, I'm going in the Marines. I'm going in the Marines. Like ever since he was like fucking a freshman, he was like, I'm going in the Marines. That's what I'm doing. And he started dating this girl and she was like, I'm gonna probably go to the Marines or I'm gonna marry a Marine. And then they got married. Like senior year, like early into senior year. I think they just waited until they were 18 and they got married.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And I was like, you mean y'all are just playing that y'all are married, right? Like, no.
No, they whip out the fucking marriage license and shit.
Like, we started carrying them around. People just kept asking. I thought we were playing.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I don't know. They're still together. Hopefully they're together.
I mean,
because
it's
if they are,
beautiful.
then that's 10 years.
Yeah.
Because they're, I think, both 18.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah. I mean.
When it works out, it's sick.
Yeah.
When it doesn't, it sucks.
Yeah. Some people just get lucky.
Yeah. And the first person that they're with, they're just like,
it clicks.
That's it. We're done.
We're good.
We're good here, sir. No more plates for me. I am full.
Okay, we need to talk about your set, brother.
Yeah. Shit was cool.
What the fuck?
What?
We've already been in an hour?
Yeah. You want to go 120?
Yeah, we're going to have to. We got a lot to cover.
Oh, shit. Okay, let's not talk about this too long.
Oh, fuck you. I need to know what you were going through because I've done an event with you before where we get on stage.
Oh, I was a lot better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So when we did the podcast fest,
Yeah.
we were both a mess.
Yeah, but you were more in control.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like with me, I have to let it out because if I just keep it in, I'm just gonna like over vibrate. I'm just gonna like explode.
Over vibrate.
Yeah. So I had to tell you like, hey, I'm freaking out. We need to go talk about what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And that like walking around and talking like helped me.
Yeah.
But then this time I feel like I was telling people like, yeah, I'm fucking nervous. But like it was also like almost a joke to where I was like, because it's not like I've never performed in front of an audience before. Most of like 2 of the open mics that I go to is usually in front of like actual people that are just there.
Yeah.
You know, just to hang out. Just because they're like comedy fans or whatever. So it's not always just in front of comedians. There are some that they are, and those I don't like because you don't get as good of a reaction from like comics, you know?
Yeah.
Unless you're like fucking killing it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It was a really good week to do this. And also, I was going to say this on stage, but I kind of like, I didn't have it worked out all the way. That fucking day, I got a bag of Takis that was red as shit. And I got it from work.
No way.
Like, I couldn't, it was a little bag too, and I couldn't eat it all. That's how fucking primo.
Delicious.
I had to eat it in 3 settings. A little bag, dude, because I knew that it would fuck me up if I ate them all.
Yeah. If you don't know, sometimes when you get a taki bag,
It's ass.
it sucks. There's not as much polvo on it.
Yeah, like the tortilla chips are fucking yellow.
Yeah. I like it when it's really. Oh, I'm getting. I like it when when it has a lot of polvo on it, but when the chip is crispy, not like hard crunchy.
Yeah.
That's the good ones.
That's the ticket.
But when it's hard crunchy and it has almost no polvo on it,
Somebody fucked up.
that's a sucky bag.
I've written so many letters. I only would ever get the little bags and then the medium bags, like the regular one, because they have the party size one. Party ones suck.
Yeah, don't get party
There's too
ones.
many in there.
Yeah.
They don't.
The polvo's all gonna come out to. Which actually, when the polvo falls all the way to the bottom of the bag, that's good too.
Well, I shake it. But dude, like I'm telling you, if I would have taken it out, it would have been a mound of polvo that was left over after the bag was done. I threw it away.
Why?
Because I knew it would have fucked up my
that?
stomach. I had to practice self-control. If it would have fucked up my stomach, I would have been shitting all night.
So what? So you felt like that was a good omen?
Nah, it was just cool. It just happened to be on that day. But I was like, yeah, I was going to talk about that on stage. Like, it's going to be a good day, y'all. I got a bag of Takis red as the devil's dick.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah. But it's from, I couldn't think of another red as, because red as the devil's dick is just from not Super Bad, Pineapple Express. And I don't want to do that shit.
Well, yeah. So I don't know your set. This was the first time that I've seen you do it. You never let anyone go and see you try out your stuff.
That's mostly because like you're not gonna have a good time.
Well, yeah, like
people, like you're not gonna have a good time unless you're there to see somebody specific, or if you're there to like do comedy yourself. It's kind of you just sitting down and eating or drinking, and then there's people on stage that more than likely you're gonna ignore until I go up.
Yeah, true.
But there's so many good comedians. There's this one dude named Kevin. He was fucking funny. He has this joke about what's it called? You remember the pacer test when we did it in elementary school? Like the push-ups, like up, down. He has a joke about that. That's fucking hilarious. I tell him every time he tells it, like, dude, it makes me laugh every fucking time. It's so good. I've seen him do it like 3 or 4 times.
I need you to tell me, because I've just been adding a bunch of comics on our podcast Instagram, just because, they're...
You want me to go through and be like, that one sucks?
Yeah.
No.
We'll put it on the screen. No.
Nah.
No, but like sometimes I added one that's Kevin, and I kind of want to show you and see who it is.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But he's going to have a baby.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Funny enough, like all those jokes that I told, like about not having kids and like being deadbeat dad and shit, I wrote them that night and performed them that night on Monday when he announced to everybody that he was having a kid.
No way.
Yeah. And that was the same night that, shout out to George, man. George Red Speaks. You can find him on Instagram. I think it's George Red Comedian, something like that.
Yeah.
But shout out to George, man. He saw me perform one time, and then ever since then, he's like, you got good premises, like you got stage presence, like keep it going.
Yeah.
And I've done a couple of his open mics. And it was this past Monday that he asked me to be a guest on Thursday. So like I feel like he's championing for me.
He was so funny.
Yeah, he's funny as fuck too.
He's so fucking funny.
I've seen him not bomb, but I've seen him get less of a reaction with kind of the same material that he did. And that's when like I kind of realized, I was like, okay, that crowd wasn't there for that, because it was a burlesque show.
Oh, okay.
And
so it kind of matters. What?
Yeah. Because like not all the comics did well that night when it was a burlesque show. That like there was people that were there obviously because it was girls shaking their titties and shit,
Yeah.
But there was also comics. That night was packed. Like almost every seat was packed, except for I think like the far back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it matters then, like what kind of setting it is. So so obviously you're gonna get more laughs when it's a comedy show.
Yeah. You're gonna get more laughs, and you're gonna get more laughs if there's people there that are like that want to be there for comedy.
Yeah.
Like there's a comedian. His name is Big J Okerson, and he's funny as fuck. And he would open up, I think, for Slipknot or Metallica, one of those two. But it wouldn't be like that's not a comedy show. Those people are fucking there to see Slipknot,
Yeah.
But he would win the crowd over, and that's basically why they told him to open up for him, because they were like, dude, like you're funny as fuck, so we know that you can handle this crowd.
Yeah.
Because they're not here to fucking see you, dude, but you're gonna make them laugh their ass off and have them in a good mood before we come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I get it. I get why you wouldn't have us out when you're performing your stuff, like when you're working your stuff.
Yeah. I've had a couple friends there. Like, I've had Miguel there, Fernando, Francisco. I think that might be it. I think those are the only three that saw me before. And then even Miguel was telling me, he's like, dude, I saw you the first couple times that you did it. And now, like, you're so much better.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, whatever, you're drunk.
You don't know how to take a compliment.
Yeah.
Mom was there.
Yeah. I didn't know she was coming.
We like worked it out and got a sitter and made sure, because John was working.
Yeah.
And like really made sure that.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if she was going to come or not. And then she texted me like, we're on our way, as I was driving to the club. And I was like,
oh, you didn't know at all?
I didn't know at all. I thought it was just going to be either you and John or just you.
Yeah. So what, like, did you get nervous at that point, or you were still cool?
I was a little nervous because there was two jokes where like there's kind of like lies, you know? Because, Grandpa didn't really leave Dad. He just died.
Yeah.
So like, I thought she was going to call me out on that.
Yeah.
But no.
She was saying that she wanted to, when we go to Mexico, she wanted to take you to a couple stand-ups
Open mics
in Mexico, because she knows of them over there.
What?
Not for you to perform, but for you to go
see.
watch. Yeah.
There's this one Mexican comedian. His name is, I think, Carlos Vallarta. He's so fucking funny. I think I had shown Mom him because he has a Netflix special. But he's so fucking funny. And I love the way I love his delivery, because there's no there's no, like, it's just so fucking clean.
Yeah.
Like, he's just, and the way that he talks, like, I don't know, it's just funny as fuck. I gotta show you. But like, there's no, like, with me, sometimes I'll be on stage and I'll be like, and then, yeah, so there's like this one, and like, there's nothing like that. He's just like, and blah, 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 blah,
he just talks.
like, he's just talking, and it's so fucking smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny as fuck.
You did a lot of improvising, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that like?
I'm pretty good at it.
Okay. So you weren't like...
I'm pretty good with the crowd, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite was when you were like saying stuff about yourself, and then you were like, oh, well, fuck, all of you guys already know me. And
that's the very first thing I did.
Yeah. And then you turned to the people that didn't know you, and you were like telling them like the joke or whatever. It was really good.
Yeah. I think... I don't know. I think whenever I panic and I'm in the moment, I'm just like, okay, I'm just. That's the one time that I've been on stage where I've felt the most myself, and I think it probably had to do with the fact that I've acted like that in front of all of y'all.
Yeah.
So I think that helped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you, when you saw that we were in the front?
I thought there was gonna be so many more people, dude. There was like, if none of y'all came, if none of the people that I invited came, it would have been 4 people in the fucking crowd.
But afterwards, there more came, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
What the fuck does it matter? I went up. I already went.
Yeah. That's what you mean, is that when you were doing your spot.
Jessica got there late too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. He told me he's gonna hopefully put me on some more shows, so I'll see.
That'd be awesome.
Hell yeah.
I was telling
Maybe I can get fucking paid. He told me that if he does another show, like, I'll actually be on the poster. So I need a photo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy you headshots.
I can just tell Cynthia to do it.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I'll pay her, obviously.
Is she in Dallas? Yeah. Oh,
yeah, she lives in Dallas. She lives in sort of Duncanville, sort of Oak Cliff.
She can do all of our headshots.
Yeah.
Bet we'll pay her. That'd be cool. I was trying to find one of the guys that was on the poster that went up. The guy, I think, that went after you, Tyler. He was funny.
Oh, the white dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny.
I couldn't find him on social.
I can't remember what his shit is. I don't even think I follow him, but everybody that went on was funny.
Yeah,
that dude that went before me, TJ, fucking hilarious.
Oh, he is so... Victoria fell in love with him.
So fucking funny.
He's so funny. The blind guy was my favorite.
Yeah?
The blind comedian.
It was funny as fuck. I've seen him a couple times. He's never seen me, but...
So funny. When he like... when he was talking to the chick that like went off during George Red speaks thing, he was like, "Oh fuck, why did I get her started?" That was so funny.
Yeah, it was a good show, man. I just really wish more people were there.
Yeah,
because that was a good fucking show.
It was a good show.
Yeah.
I was talking about it with Victoria on our podcast, and I was like, it was a good, because we know like what you've been doing to prepare to do things like this.
Yeah.
And so we were like so proud and so like happy that the fact that like everything that you've been working towards doing this one, like not the specific show, but like to do a show,
Yeah.
turned out good.
Yeah. I'm retired now.
Fuck off.
Let me practice my juggling.
Stupid, Victoria's so dumb.
Yeah, dude, it's cool. Hopefully I get to do more shows. Hopefully I bomb a little more. But like the cool thing was that like I was so focused on just the jokes that I told, and I have like some other ones that are kind of like polished a little bit. I was just focusing on those, and I was kind of like, fuck, like that day on Thursday, I was like, shit, I'm going to do this show and I can't redo these jokes. Like, obviously, I'm going to keep them to do them for shows, but I need to work on more material. And I was like, okay, I got to think. Like, try to think of a new joke. Think of a new fucking joke. Think of something. I couldn't do it. Like, while I was at work, I was just like, I can't fucking do it. If it comes up, it'll come up.
Yeah.
But I think this whole like experience kind of taught me like how I write is okay. Because I thought that I thought I needed to write all the time, like just sit down and write, but that's not how I do it. It comes like I'll just think of something, and then I'll just keep working on that one thing, that one premise until I find something.
What is like? Is there like a common way of writing, like, or do like?
Well, I listen to a lot of comedians, like podcasts and shit. So they're just like, you got to write, you got to keep writing, you got to keep writing. And also it made me more comfortable, like just kind of pulling out my phone and being like, oh, I just thought of something. Let me write it down real quick. So I just have like notes that just have a shit ton. And then also like, I'm starting to realize like not everything I write down is going to make it to the stage.
Yeah.
So just the act of writing down the joke the way I'm doing it is kind of becoming a process. And like, I just started realizing that.
Yeah.
Because those jokes, I've been working on them for like 2-3 weeks, except for all the deadbeat stuff. Well, I had been working on them for a while. I just hadn't like done them on stage. And luckily, I just wrote so much, or I wrote them so long that I was able to actually
cut them down,
and then also just realize like kind of where like I needed to trim it or what I needed to add and shit like that. And then like when I did it on stage on Monday, it just happened to be a good show when George asked me to guest do the guest spot.
So how did that go? He just was there and he was like, hey.
Well, it was his open mic. It's Monday. It's so fucking cool. It's at the Comedy Arena. And like it was like the third time maybe that I've gone. So whatchamacallit, I went, and this is the first time that I had actually texted him to like sign me up. So I went in a good spot. I was like kind of in the middle. So I went up, and the woman that went before me, she was saying this shit about Taco Bell. Because if there's somebody on that comes up before me, I try to kind of like not latch on, but like kind of try to say something about one of the jokes that they said. Because that's what I've noticed hosts, like people that host do. So if I can figure out how to do that as I'm like going on stage, I think I'll be good whenever if I'm ever asked to host an open mic, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I went on stage, and she was talking about how much she loves Taco Bell. She was like a white lady. She's really nice, really sweet. And she was just talking about like, I don't even care. Like, I don't care that it's bad for you. I love it. I'll pick Taco Bell over my husband, all this shit. Yeah. And I went up and I was like,
same.
I was like, hey girl, I feel you with that Taco Bell, man. Fucking same. And I'm a Mexican. And I was like, fucking imitation meat, lettuce, tomato, cream, all wrapped up in the Doritos Locos Taco. My grandma could never. Yeah. So
and did it get a good laugh?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was off the cuff.
Yeah. It was like, because I'll sit there and I'll try to just focus on one thing that they said or one thing that was funny. So I've done it a couple times to where I'm kind of like, okay, I'm getting kind of comfortable
to where
with this.
It like worked?
It's worked.
Yeah. How many, like, you said you have like jokes, like if you, because you had a 5-minute set that on Thursday, but if you put them all together and the ones that are polished and good, how many minutes would that be?
I don't know, probably like 7 minutes.
7 full minutes?
Maybe. I really don't know, because I tell them differently every time. That's another thing that I have to get better with, is like actually.
I was going to ask you, don't you have to do the same?
No. Because sometimes it's in the moment where I'll think of something different. But there's comedians that are like, this is the way I wrote it, so this is the way I'm going to say it. You know?
And they
like
don't deviate from it?
No, not really. Or if they do, it's just a different tagline, you know?
Yeah.
But sometimes I say it differently. I just got to get better about saying it specifically. Like the first time that I told that joke about how like it would be in my nature to leave my child.
Yeah.
Like the first time I said it, the only tag that I had for it was, you wouldn't ask a chicken not to lay an egg. And that I didn't write down. I said it on stage.
Oh.
But it got a laugh, so I just remembered it and I kept it. You know?
Yeah. Well, it was good.
Yeah.
We were all like so hyped after.
Yeah, she was cool.
Can't wait for the next one.
Don't go to the next one.
Okay.
Because I want to do it in front of like an actual crowd of strangers, you know?
Okay.
Like full strangers.
Well,
Because if it just ends up being me fucking inviting 30 people and all the 30 people in the crowd fucking know me, then, you know? I want to figure out if I can actually do this in front of strangers, which I'm pretty sure I can because I've already done it. But like,
don't you think it's harder to do it in front of your family? So now it's a better chance that, or vice versa? Well, how would that work?
what do you mean?
Well, don't you think it's a good chance that you will do it better in front of an audience? Because it's kind of harder to do things, I would think, in front of people that know you.
I was so nervous. I just kind of went with it. I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to. I just said fuck it.
Well, the next one you do, at least let John go because he was
Yeah.
very upset that he wasn't able to go to this one. Very upset.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where he didn't even like. I sent him the pictures of you, and he like put a sad face.
Yeah, he texted me.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy. Okay. One last thing. I cannot fucking believe you made me watch that Rick Glassman and Andrew Santino podcast.
Why?
What the fuck?
Did you like it?
No, I stopped halfway. I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
Did you stop on the part where it was like, where they were like shitting on each other?
No, I stopped at the part where he was getting his dick sucked by a fake cartoon bitch.
Okay.
And then he threw the cum at Andrew Santino's eyes and he was wiping it off. I was like, this is too much.
Yeah, dude. He's
Who
cool.
edits that?
Rick Glassman.
He edits
The
it?
dude, yeah.
That's insane to me.
He has a show that I haven't seen yet. It's on Amazon. I think it just won an Emmy. Because he's autistic. So like it's a show, I think it's called The Way We See It or How We See It, something like that. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's really good.
He's autistic?
Yeah.
Wait, so he made the show or he's in the show?
Made and in.
Whoa.
I think. I'm pretty sure he made it too.
That one was a lot.
Yeah.
Are they all like that?
Yeah.
That was a lot. I want to continue to see it. But it has to be where like all the kids are asleep. I have nothing else to do and I'm like really enjoying it.
Yeah, you have to watch it because there's a lot of shit that he puts in that's like sneaky edits. And then he always has this one joke where he says, and my arms are tired. Like, you know how comedians used to be like, I just flew in from Miami and boy, are my arms tired. Like that stupid ass joke.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like a comedian would be, yeah. Like a comedian would be like, yeah, I was doing the show. Before I got here, I was doing the show in Phoenix. And and boy, are your arms tired? And then he'll just look at the camera and like. It's just so funny the way he edits it, dude. It's so cool.
Yeah. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Editing is an art form in its own, I've realized.
He has this YouTube series that Andrew Santino also is in, but like just very briefly, that I just recently
I love
watched.
Andrew Santino. I am going to credit him for my redhead kink.
Okay. I credit Eddie.
For the redhead kink.
He's in town.
I know. I saw him coming back. I like the story.
Back.
He's back.
He's fucking
Oh, you're
back.
going to chill?
Yeah, I gotta hang out with him. Because we message like all the time.
We got to have him on. We got to have Pedro on too. That'd be cool.
We've been saying that for years.
I know, bro. I'm going to hit you. You want to reach out?
I'm not a reacher outer.
No, I will, but
I'm not an outreacher.
would you be cool if I did?
Hey, do you remember when we did that walk for AIDS? When you were in nursing school or medical assistant school or whatever the fuck you did?
AIDS.
Yeah.
No?
We did, like, we woke up super early and we went to like a church. You don't remember that? This was when we were all living together still.
No.
How do you not remember that? We like walked around like it was like a thing that you had to do for school. Like you volunteered and you were like, hey, do you want to do this with me? And I was like, yeah. And then I forgot about it. And then the next morning I walked from Martin's house to home to our apartment. And then like, you don't remember that at all?
No.
What? It's crazy. But yeah, so like I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that because like I remember the night before, it was like on a Saturday morning that we were supposed to go, and the night before I got really fucked up at Martin's place. And he lived like his fence was just on the or his apartment was just on the other side of the fence, so I just walked home. And I completely forgot that we had to do this thing. So I walk in and then I'm walking to my room. As soon as I open my door, you come out the opposite side and you're like, "Oh, wow, you actually woke up. Why are you dressed like that? Like, we're going to go walk. Like, we're doing a walk. Like, wear workout clothes." And I was like, okay. You don't remember that?
No.
We walked for like, it was like AIDS awareness thing.
Okay.
Did I make this up? You had a coworker there who was like really cute, but you told me not to talk to her because she was like dating somebody.
Okay.
You don't remember?
No, bitch.
Did I make this up?
You gotta trigger more stuff.
Okay. We were sitting down and we were sitting down and one of the guys that had organized it, he was talking and he made a speech, and the first thing that he said was, Houston is a much bigger city than Dallas, population and like just size wise. But Dallas has has a way bigger number of people that have HIV or AIDS. And then I looked at you and I was like, score one for Dallas.
Okay.
No?
No, I don't
Fuck,
remember
man.
shit,
I don't know how can you not remember that? Oh, and then we walked, I think, like 3 miles or some shit. We just kind of walked like around the area. It was like in Oak Cliff. No, it wasn't Oak Cliff. It was
Did I have fun?
yeah.
Okay.
I think we went to go get breakfast after.
Oh, that's nice.
Jackson probably was barely like not even a year old.
I kind of think.
You kind of think. It was while you were in school, so Jackson would have just barely been born.
I think I know. Was it yellow? Were you wearing yellow shirts?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I know.
It was kind of cool. It was chilly.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember all that.
That was such a fun day.
Yeah. We have a lot of fun together.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah. So, would you want me to reach out?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. I'm going to reach out to some comedians too.
Nah. I don't want people come to my house.
No, they're not going to come to your house. Didn't you want to fucking get this thing so that you can travel and shit?
True.
Yeah. Yeah. Ricky.
I don't know, maybe. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
All right, guys. That's going to be it for this podcast.
I thought we had more to talk about.
No, dude, we can't. We're at 1:30.
1:30?
Yeah.
It's 1:30 right
1:22, 23, 24.
All right. End this shit.
Bye. Oh, social.
I'm hungry as fuck.
Follow our social meets. Okay, bye. Yeah. Yes.